In the previous class, we know how to find the derivative of log x to the base e. That is, it is called as ln x. Its formula is 1 by x. But now we discuss how to find the derivative of log x. Its base is e. Here its base is a. That means where a not equal to e. For finding this derivative, that means derivative of logarithm function when base is not equal to e. In this case, in our solution, let y equal to that given function, that is log x to the base a. Then you take the base, given base, logarithm base on the base of both sides. Here it will be a to the power y, it will be a to the power log x to the base a. You know that log x to the base a whole to the base a, its value is same as x. So it will be same as a to the power y equal to x. Now it is an equation. From this equation we find how to find dy by dx. That means we take derivative with respect to x on both sides. That implies dy by dx of a to the power y, it is equal to d by dx of x. Or that implies it is the formula for a to the power f of x. So it will be a to the power y into ln a into dy by dx. So derivative of x with respect to each one, or that implies dy by dx that equal to 1 by a to the power y into ln a. Now the value of a to the power y is x. Now putting or converting y into x, so d by dx of y, in place of y I write log x to the base a, that equal to 1 by, in place of a to the power y it is x, so x ln a. So this is the formula of log x to the base a. Similarly, its general formula, that means d by dx of log f of x to the base a, it will be same as 1 by f of x into ln a into d by dx of f of x. For example, derivative of log x to the base 5. So what will be its value? Now in place of a, look, in place of a here is 5. So you apply this formula, so its value will be 1 by x into ln 5. Also find derivative of log 5 to the base x. In the solution, let y equal to log 5 to the base x, or that implies taking base x on both sides, so it will be x to the power y, that equal to x to the power log 5 to the base x. So its value is same as 5. Now x to the power y, that equal to 5. Then you take, it is variable to the power variable. For finding its derivative, first you take log on both sides, so that implies ln x to the power y, that will be ln 5. or that implies here log m to the power n will be m that equal to ln phi, because we know that log m to the power n that to n log m. This formula I apply here, or that implies y equal to ln phi by ln x. Also you directly find after this simplification log 5 to the base x same as ln 5 by ln x. Ln 5 by ln x you directly write, then you find what will be the value of dy by dx. That means you take derivative with respect to x on both sides, or that implies dy by dx that equal to dy by dx of ln 5 by ln x, or that implies dy by dx. Here ln 5 is constant, you take outside of the derivative, then only you find derivative of ln x to the power minus 1. So it is the formula f of x to the power n. So it will be ln 5 then n into f of x to the power n minus 1 into derivative of f of x, or that equal to here negative, so the total value will be minus ln 5 into ln x to the power minus 2 into derivative of ln x 1 by x. After simplification, so you write that equal to minus ln 5 divided by x into ln x whole square. This will be the answer. After completing the derivative, then we go how to find the higher order derivative. Higher order means in your course it is only second order derivative. That means second order derivative. For example, suppose I write y equal to sin x, then dy by dx equal to d by dx of sin x, it is cos x. That means here I find the first derivative of y. That means I take one times of a derivative, that is will be called as the first derivative, the first order derivative. That is, I also write dy by dx equal to y1 equal to cos x. Okay, note y1 equal to dy by dx. Similarly, when I find the again derivative of first order, it will be second order. That means dy by dx of y1, or it is also written as d by dx of dy by dx. So from 1 it will be d by dx of cos x. You also remember the derivative of first order, it will be called as the second order derivative. That means d by dx of y1, I also write it y2, or d by dx of dy by dx, that means derivative of y, that means d square y by dx square. These two are same, y2 same as d square y by dx square. So its value will be, that means derivative of cos x with respect to that equal to minus sin x. Again, you remember when I take the derivative of y2, it will be y3. Also, in our course, it is only derivative of of the second order, that means y2. Also you remember when you take derivative of y2, that is also I write here d by dx of d square y by dx square, that is equal to d by dx of minus psi dx, or this derivative of y2 with respect to x, it is denoted by y3. That means I take 3 times derivative of y. Also this y3 also rewritten as dq, d square here d, it is dqy by with respect to x 2 times, here with respect to x 1 times, that means dx cube, write this time, not dq x cube. So its value will be, that means derivative of minus sin x, it will be minus cos x. Applying this process, you do all the problems of exercise 7L. Now I solve some problems here of exercise 7L. Number 1, it is given, the question is, if y equal to tan inverse x, prove that 1 plus x square whole into y2 plus 2x y1 equal to 0. Okay. Since it is given in proof, that to write proof. It is given if y equal to tan inverse x, you write let y equal to tan inverse x, or that implies to take derivative with respect to x on both sides, d by dx of y, that is equal to d by dx of tan inverse x, or that implies, I have already said you, when I take derivative of y in 1 times, it is also denoted as y1. So derivative of tan inverse x, it is 1 by 1 plus x square, or that implies by cross multiplication it will be 1 plus x square into y1, that will be 1. Now take derivative with respect to x on both sides, because here is y2, that means 2 times derivative means second order derivative, here it is first order derivative, you take another times 1 extra times derivative, that means d by dx of 1 plus x square into y1, that equal to d by dx of 1, or that implies here 1 plus x square into y1 means, that means derivative of f of x into g of x, product formula you apply. So 1 plus x square into d by dx of y1 plus y1 into d by dx of 1 plus x square, that equal to right side derivative of 1, it is 0, or that implies here derivative of y1, it will be 1 plus x square into y2. Again the derivative of 1 plus x square, derivative of 1 is 0, the derivative of x square is equal to 2x, so the start will be 2x y1, that equal to 0. Look the proof, it is good. Similarly, your number 2 question is given, if 2y equal to x into 1 plus dy by dx, so that y2 is constant. Proof. Let 2y equal to x into 1 plus dy by dx means I write y1 because in question it is given y1, y2 this time, so dy by dx I write y1. Now you take derivative with respect to x on both sides, that implies d by dx of 2y, that will d by dx of x into 1 plus y1, that implies here 2 is constant, you take outside of the derivative, then only derivative of y with respect to x, so it is dy by dx or y1. Now you find derivative of x into 1 plus of y1, that means product rule apply, that means first x into derivative of second 1 plus y1, then plus 1 plus y1 into derivative of x, that equal to your derivative 1 0 and derivative of y1 is y2, so this term will be x y2 plus derivative of x with respect to x, it is 1, so 1 plus y1. After simplification it gives you x y2 that equal to y1 minus 1, or that implies the value of y2 that equal to y1 minus 1 by x. Again, taking derivative with respect to x on both sides, or that implies d by dx of y2 that equal to d by dx of y1 minus 1 by x, or that implies the derivative of y2 with respect to x, that means it will be y3. You apply the formula of division, so its formula will be x into d by dx of y1 minus 1, that means numerator into derivative of denominator minus numerator into derivative of denominator divided by denominator whole square. So its value that equal to your derivative of y1 equal to y2 and derivative of 1 0. So this term will be x y2, then minus the derivative of x with respect to x is 1. Now minus of y1 minus y2, that will be minus y1 plus 1 divided by x square. When we put the value of y2 from 1, its value will be x in place of y2, it is y1 minus 1 by x, then minus y1 plus 1 by x square, that equal to x cancel, then it is remaining y1 minus 1, then minus y1 plus 1 by x square. Here y plus y1 minus y cancel, minus 1 plus 1 cancel, so 0 by x square equal to 0. That means we will get the value of y3 equal to 0. That means that is d by dx of this y3 I write y2 that equal to 0. Then you say whose derivative value is 0, that means derivative of constant is 0. Since here derivative of y2 equal to 0, that gives you y2 is a constant. Next number, number 3. It is given that if x equal to ax sin x, then show that x square y2 minus 2x y1 plus x square plus 2 whole into y equal to 0. Therefore, let x equal y equal to, sorry, here it is y equal to, if y equal to, sorry, here y equal to, let y equal to ax sin x, or that implies d by dx of y, it will be d by dx of ax sin x, or I write dy by dx, that is y1. Again a is a constant, to take outside of the derivative, then apply the product rule, first into derivative of second, so it will be x cos x, then second into derivative of first, it will be only sin x. Now d by dx of y1, again I take derivative on both sides, so it will be d by dx of a into x cos x plus sin x, or that implies the value of derivative of y1 with respect to x, that means it will be denoted by y2. Here a is a constant, again find the derivative of x cos x plus sin x, so it will be derivative of x cos x. Derivative of x cos x means first into derivative second, that is derivative of cos x minus sin x, so it term will be minus x sin x, again derivative of x1, so plus cos x, again derivative of sin x is cos x. This will go, or that you will do a into, it will be 2 cos x minus x sin x, number 2. But we prove that x square y2 minus 2x y1 plus x square 2 whole into y equal to 0. So LHS, that equal to x square into y2. In place of y2, I put the value a into 2 cos x minus x sin x minus 2x y1. From equation 1, the value of y1, it is a into x cos x plus sin x then plus x square plus 2 into y. The value of y, it is ax sin x. That equal to, when multiply, it will be 2ax square cos x, then minus ax cube sin x, then here minus 2a x square cos x, then here negative, here positive, so minus 2ax sin x plus ax cube sin x plus 2ax sin x. So that equal to, here look, 2ax square cos x positive, here minus 2ax square cos x is negative. These two are cancelled. Okay, alright, these two are cancelled. Again minus ax2 sin x, here plus ax2 sin x, these two are cancelled. Also here minus 2ax sin x, here plus 2ax. Okay, since all are cancelled, then 0. That equal to RHS. Then number 4. The question is given, if y equal to e to the power m cos inverse x, then prove that 1 minus x square y2 minus x y1, that equal to m square y. Proof. Let y equal to e to the power m cos inverse x, or that implies d by dx of y, it will be same as d by dx of e to the power m cos inverse x. So derivative of y with respect to x also is denoted by y1. So it is the formula of e to the power f of x. The derivative of e to the power f x, that will be e to the power f of x into d by dx of f of x, m cos inverse x. So it is y, right, e to the power m cos inverse x y from equation 1 look, e to the power m cos inverse y. Then derivative of m, here m is constant, we take outside. Then only derivative of cos inverse x, it is minus 1 by 1 minus x square root. So this value will be minus m by 1 minus x square root. When multiply, it also written as minus m y by 1 minus x square root. By cross multiplication, that gives you 1 minus x square root into y1, that equal to a minus m y. Again taking derivative with respect to x on both sides. So d by dx of 1 minus x square root y1, that equal to d by dx of minus m y. Now apply the product formula. The 1 minus x square root into derivative of y1, it is also I write here d by dx of y1 plus y1 into d by dx of 1 minus x square root, that equal to minus m d by dx of y. or that implies here 1 minus x square square root derivative of y1 with respect to x, it is rewritten as y2. Again, the derivative of 1 minus x square root plus y1 is the f of x to the power n, means 1 minus x square to the power 1 by 2. So its value will be 1 by 2. Then 1 minus x square square root. Then derivative of 1 minus x square, that equal to minus 2x. This tells us then. Then it will be that equal to minus m into y1, or that implies 1 minus x square root into y2. Then here 2 cancel, minus x y1 by 1 minus x square root, that equal to minus m. Then the value of y1, that equal to also minus m y by 1 minus x square. You put the value of y1 here, so here minus m, so it will be m square y by 1 minus x square root. Or that implies here, after taking LCM, then these two are cancelled, and 1 minus x square root multiply this term, so it will be 1 minus x square y2 minus x y1, that equal to m square y, or may write here LCM equal to 1 minus x square root 2. Then it is 1 minus x square root. Now cancelling the denominator on both sides, that gives you 1 minus x square y2 minus x y1, that equal to m square y2. And number 5. The question is like this then. Number 5. If x equal to sin t, y equal to sin 2t, then prove that one minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x dy by dx plus 4y, that is 0. So let x equal to sin t, and since we take x equal to sin t, so dx by dt, that equal to derivative of sin t, d by dx of sin t, it is cos t. Again y equal to sin 2t, or that implies dy by dt, that is d by dt of sin 2t, that equal to cos 2t into derivative of 2t, that equal to 2. That means it is the formula of sin of f of x, cos of x into derivative of x. So it will be this type, 2 cos 2t. Again we already know the formula of cos 2t, that is 2 cos square t minus 1. So the value of dy by dt, it will be 4 cos square t minus 2. That applying the chain rule, dy by dx, that equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt. here the value of dy by dt, it is 4 cos square t minus 2 divided by dx by dt, it is cos t. So after cancellation, result will be 4 cos t minus 2 sec t. This is the value of dy by dx. Again, d square y by dx square, that equal to d by dx of dy by dx. Now from 3, our dy by dx depend upon t, so we cannot find the derivative of dy by dx with respect to x directly, so you apply the same rule. So it will be same as d by dt of dy by dx into dt by dx, that is the same rule. So that equal to d by dt of dy by dx 4 cos t minus 2 sec t. Next, the value of dt by dx. Now you look, the value of dx by dt is equal to cos t. So the value of dt by dx, it will be 1 by cos t. Now d by dt of 4 cos t, that equal to 4 is constant, you take outside of the derivative, then only the derivative of cos t is equal to minus sin t. So the total value will be minus 4 sin t, then here minus 2. The derivative of sec t, it is sec t into tan t. Here it is 1 by cos t. The value of d square y by dx square. So this is the 4. Now are taking LHS. So LHS is equal to, look, 1 minus x square. So 1 minus x square. The value of x, it is sin t. So the value of x square means 1 minus sin square t. Then the value of d square y by dx square from 4 row, it is minus 4 sin t minus 2 sec t into tan t into 1 by cos t, then minus here x, the value of x is sin t, then dy by dx from 3, the value of dy by dx that equal to 4 cos t minus 2 sec t. Next, plus 4y plus 4, the value of y, it is sin 2t, so 4 sin 2t, that equal to 1 minus sin square t, that equal to cos square t. Then when I multiply 1 by cos t this factor, it will be minus 4 tan t, because sin t by cos t tan t, then minus here 2 sec t tan t. Sec t is 1 by cos t, tan t is sin 2 by cos t, again 1 by cos t. When multiply this, we will get 2 sin t by cos cube t, this factor, minus here minus 4 sin t into cos t, this to below, again minus here minus, so plus, look, sec t into sin t, sec t 1 by cos t and sin t, that equal to sin by cos tan t, so it will be 2 tan t. Now sin 2t, the formula of sin 2t is 2 sin t into cos t. Here 4 is available. So after multiplication it will be 8 sin t into cos t. That equal to when multiply cos square t, it will be minus four tan t means sin t by cos t. So when multiply cos square t, it will be 4 sin t into cos t. Again minus here cos square cos cube. We cancel, then will remaining sin by cos. There are 2 tan t, then minus 4 sin t into cos t plus 2 tan t plus 8 sin t into cos t. Now look here, minus 4 sin t into cos t, minus 4 sin 2 into cos t. These two when add, it will be minus 8 sin 2 into cos t. Here plus 8 sin t into cos t cancel. Then minus 2 tan t plus 2 tan t. These two cancel. That means all terms are cancelled. Then equal to 0, which is RHS. Then number 6. The question is, if y equal to sin inverse x whole square, prove that 1 minus x square y2 minus x y1 minus 2 equal to 0. Prove. Let y equal to sin inverse x whole square. Now taking derivative with respect to x, because you remember here y2, that means you must take 2 times derivative of this expression. First time you take d by dx of y, so it will be d by dx of sin inverse x whole square, or I say you it denoted by y1 derivative of y with respect to x. Then it is the formula of look, the power is constant. Here sin inverse x, that means it is the formula of f of x to the power n. F of x is sin inverse x, so it will be 2 sin inverse x to the power 2 minus 1 f x to the n minus 1 into d by dx of f of x. So its value will be 2 sin inverse x. Then the derivative of sin inverse x, we already know 1 minus 1 by 1 minus x square root. Then by cross multiplication, it will be 1 minus x square root into y1, the root of 2 sin inverse x. Again taking derivative d by dx of 1 minus x square root into y1, the root of d by dx of 2 sin inverse x. It is the product formula, that means two functions product, you take its derivative. So it will be 1 minus x square root into d by dx of y1 plus y1 into d by dx of 1 minus x square root. Here 2 is constant, you take outside of the derivative, then only the derivative of sin inverse x. So it will be 1 by 1 minus x square root. So total value will be 2 by 1 minus x square root. What that implies? 1 minus x square square root. The derivative of y1 with respect to x is denoted by y2, then plus y1. Again look, the derivative of 1 minus x square square root means the derivative of 1 minus x square to the power 1 by 2. That means it is the formula of f of x to the power n. So its value will be 2 into 1 minus x square root into minus 2x, that equal to 2 by 1 minus x square root, or that gives you 1 minus x square root into y2, then minus x y1 minus x square root, because 2 here 2 both are cancelled and negative here positive, so when product will be negative, that equal to 2 by 1 minus x square root. So LCM is 1 minus x square root, then it will be 1 minus x square into y2 minus x y1, that equal to 2 by 1 minus x square root, cancelling both derivative because these two are same. It will be remaining 1 minus x square into y2 minus x y1, that equal to 2, or that gives you 1 minus x square into y2 minus x y1 minus 2, that equal to 0.